Good morning, everyone. Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning to each and every one of you. Welcome to Monday Morning Affirmation. I am your host, Stephen Dillard Carroll, and this is your affirmation for the week of December 14th, 2020. What do we do on this channel? We affirm each other on this channel. We encourage each other. We enlighten and inform each other. We lift each other up. We see the divinity in each other, and we honor that divinity that is within each one of us. And we encourage each other to vibrate at that divine frequency. Which is why we are here to affirm and uplift each other, to be a rah, 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 sis, boom, bah cheerleader for everyone. And if you don't have a cheerleading section in your own personal life, I will be that cheerleading section for you. So that's what we are all about on this channel, and we are finally about giving hope, just a little bit of hope that will hopefully carry you through the rest of your week. So without any further shenanigans, let's jump right on into it. We are working with the Cosmic Tribe Tarot deck again. Cosmic Tribe Tarot deck. If you are resonating with this deck, if you really like the information that I'm getting from this deck, and you would like a deck of your own, there is a link down below where you can click on it and you can get your own very own copy. Own very own copy? Yes, your own very own copy. I claim that. Your own very own copy of the Cosmic Tribe Tarot. And while you're down there, you can find also, I'm sorry, I have an itch, so sorry. So unprofessional. You can find my top 10 faves, my 10 favorite tarot decks, and you can find a link down below in the description box to each and every one of those decks and make them your own. Finally, when you're down there, you can also book your own private session with me. I am a psychic by trade. I do private readings for people, and you can book your own personal appointment with me down below in the links in the description box down below. And finally, everyone, please do like, comment, and subscribe to this channel. When you like, comment, subscribe, and share these videos, you're really helping me out, and I cannot thank you enough for that particular support. So thank you very much. So let's jump into this week's affirmation. Our affirmation for this week is brought to us by the Three of Swords. It's in the upright position. The Three of Swords. It's in the upright position. This is a softer interpretation of the Three of Swords. I like this interpretation because it's not as harsh and it's not as bloody and painful. The Three of Swords is all about heartbreak, and in general, if you're going with the traditional set, a traditional tarot deck, it's basically three swords that have punctured a heart, and the swords are bleeding everywhere, and the heart is bleeding everywhere. So it's a very powerful card. But this one has what I believe are rose petals that are falling. I do have a story that has something to do with this card. It has to do with heartbreak. If you are a person of a certain age, you have had your share of heartbreaks, and heartbreak means that you have and I'm talking about interpersonal relationships. I'm actually talking about love relationships here, because heartbreak can come in many, many, many different forms. When we talk about heartbreak, we could talk about career heartbreak. We've talked about that before on this channel. It can Heartbreak can be about how you wanted something to turn out and it didn't turn out that way, and it doesn't necessarily have to be about love entanglements, but I'm choosing to talk about that today because that is what came up in my heart that perhaps someone out there needs to hear today. I met someone, and this has been fairly recent, but I met someone and we were very, very hot and heavy for a long time. We connected to each other on so many different levels for so long. He was a spiritual person. He was a smart person. He was politically active. He was a social activist. And again, he was very spiritually minded. We weren't on the same spiritual paths, but man, a lot of what we talked about in spiritual terms crossed each other's paths in so many significant and interesting ways. I thought he was the one. I really did. I thought finally, after kissing so many frogs, I finally found my prince. It didn't turn out that way, and I don't want to get into specifics, only because it's not fair to this person. He's not here to defend himself or to affirm anything that I am saying, or confirm or deny anything that I am saying. And I respect him way too much to air our dirty laundry all over the place. But our undoing was trust issues. At the end of the day, as much as we connected with each other, as much as we were in sync in a lot of very, very important ways, in some other important ways, we were on two different wavelengths, and that was our undoing. And it's interesting, this particular heartbreak, I still feel it, but at the same time, it's one of those heartbreaks that I knew it was for the right reasons that we broke up. I know that we were doing the right thing for each other by breaking up. I knew that us staying together we would only destroy each other. And we would destroy each other very, very slowly, over the course of years. And we loved each other way too much to do that for each other, or to each other. It reminds me of the Christina Yang, Grey's Anatomy. I used to be very, very ride or die for that show. I mean, anyway, Christina Yang and, what is his name? The redhead. I forget his name. I forget his name, but she, Sandra Oh, and this actor were together for a few years on Grey's Anatomy, and they had a very, very strong relationship. In fact, they connected on so many serious kinds of levels, but where there was a disconnect was that he wanted children and she didn't, and that turned into a a deal breaker for them. It's like the more they were together, it's sort of like being together. You love someone and you want to be with that person, but you know that being with that person will not allow them to vibrate at their highest frequency, and it won't allow you to vibrate at your highest frequency either. And so the best thing to do in that situation is to release each other in love and light. And so that's what my ex and I did. We released each other in love and light, and it hurts. It hurts like hell. But at the same time, we knew it was for the best. And so it's interesting that instead of 3 swords piercing a heart and that heart bleeding all over the place, these swords have rose petals falling all over them. It hurts like hell, but it's not bloody. It's not gross. It's for the best. And being able to release each other in love and light is probably the best thing that he and I could have done for each other. And so my affirmation for you today is, if you are in that situation where you love each other, desperately love each other, but you know that staying with each other may not be the best thing for either one of you, maybe the right thing to do is to release each other in love and light. And maybe that heartbreak that comes along with letting go of someone that you desperately love is knowing that it was for the best, and knowing that you are releasing them to something better for them, and you're releasing yourself for something better for yourself. It does not make it easier, but maybe it makes it a little bit more tolerable. All right, we are done for today. That is my affirmation for you today. Love yourself enough to do the best thing, not only for yourself, but for your partner. Love yourself unconditionally. Love yourself enough to do the very best thing for you and the person that you are with. Have a fantastic rest of your week, everyone, and I will see you right back here, bright and early, next Monday morning. Bye.